All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium. All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. 51 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Back, snap.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Wahoo! Brings up second and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Alpha. Right, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. And watch that. And watch it. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 37.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Check. Ready?
On play action, Graham. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action now. Graham going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
2nd and 6. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a 2nd straight play defensively. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready? Turn 2, sir. Come on, the ball. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Say, hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm scared. Mike 20, Mike 20.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24-20.
He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Browns, and even 40 yards. They'll run for the first time here with Brown, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Got it. 52. Mike 55. 5.
Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Try 7.
Now Graham on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.